tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. That's for sure. Always hope you're doing well. Hey, Tosh. All right, so, yeah, you liking it? So now you can go to the all-new www.nightreadertarot.com. Yes, yes, you can. I know. It's extremely exciting. I can't quite believe it myself. I had some help today from Dr. Mystical, who aimed me in a really good direction. Gave me some great ideas on what to do and how to do it. Sorry, oh, you didn't put anything up this morning? Well, as long as you don't have to put anything up, as long as you put stuff on, I guess. All right, let's see what our let's see what our theme of the day is. Our theme for the next 24 hours, using my Tarot Oracle Echoes of Nature, is facing adversity. Yep, facing adversity. I know it's tough to see on there with the black print, but that's what it says, facing adversity. So, you guys facing adversity? I hope not. I hope not, but I gotta tell you, I think we're all facing a little adversity, huh? Hey, how you doing, Wolf? I got a little frog in my throat, but it's going away. I hope. I hope. Oh, it's nice to see that you guys talk to each other through chat. It's just like when my wife texts me from one bedroom to the room that I'm in now, or in my living room. She'll text me from the bedroom to the living room. It's great because our house is like, it must be a mansion. She's over in the west wing, and well, I'm in the north wing, so it's craziness. It's good to see you. The hallway that's only 7 feet long, or maybe 8 feet. Oh, I don't want to know about that. Jeez. There's a line that I don't. There's a line right there, and SE on one side and X on the other. I don't even know how you do that. But okay. Anyhow. Hey, Tree, thanks for coming in. Whew. I was having a hot flash. Oh, okay. If that's the way it works. Um, yeah. So, Tree, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Hope things are good for you, as they just were for me. Oh, I know. It's a joke. It's a joke. You're joking. So yeah, I've done it. I did it. I've done it. We now have it. Find all your Night Reader Tarot stuff that you could ever imagine that you wanted, and more at www.nightreadertarot.com. That's the place to be. So that's cool. It's very cool, let me tell you. Hey, Ohio. How is it going? Yeah, I know. First time here. Thank you so much for coming. I I try to subscribe to everybody that I see who is interested in this type of thing. And then if you guys, hopefully you guys subscribe back. That's always the goal. And if you do, then you get to come to other cool stuff and have some fun and hang out with some cool people. So it's nice to have a little crowd in here. I'll tell you that. I am very happy to have a little crowd going, and it's nice. So if anybody's got questions, now is a great time for that. Natasha, when you see your name on YouTube, do you see that you are an administrator? If you could just let me know that, so I know that if that worked or not. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, please feel free to type them right in there, and we will get right to them. Excuse me. I'm going to cough for a second, and I'm going to mute my mic. Okay, well, that's better. You guys did not want to hear that. So how are things going at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning in Australia? Because I want to know the future. And that is the future. Let's see what's going to happen for the next couple of days while you guys think of some questions. Yeah, feel free to ask away any questions. Anything at all. So we have comfort, which is nice. And we also have as above, so below. This is a nice deck. This is the Echoes of Nature deck. It is from another YouTube channel guy. His name's Tarot Oracle. So if you want to follow him, he is really good. He comes on at 6:30 Central Time, which for you would be 4:30 Pacific Time. Yeah, he made it himself, and all of the cards, I think it's about 65 cards, are all from paintings that he made. He hand painted them all and then had them all made into cards. So, yeah, it is absolutely beautiful. There's only going to be a very small certain amount of them, and it's nice. It's good. But yeah, if you want to find him, if you want to find him online, it's Tarot Oracle, and it's all one word. No space. TAROTORACLE. So. And he did, yeah, like I said, all the artwork. All right, so here we go. I am dying to see if you guys have some questions. If not, I'm just going to put that banner up there again because it was so cool. So again, with a little help from Dr. Mystical today. Finally got things up and running, and you guys can find everything Night Reader Tarot at www.nightreadertarot.com. It's the place to be. The place to be. nightreadertarot.com. Boom. And I'd love to hear your opinions about it. If you guys ever go there and stuff, just send me a message. Send me a message either through Facebook or Instagram or any of those. All the links are on the website, so you will definitely be able to get in there. Hey, Denise, welcome. That's how you heard about me. See, that's how it goes. I talk about him. He talks about me. I talk about Dr. Mystical. He talks about me. We all talk about each other. I talk about Mystic Cat's psychic readings. She has a She has a live show every Wednesday and Saturday night at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So it's so much. There's a lot of us out there for you guys to follow, and I love the support. I appreciate it. That's for sure. Everybody's support is great. So, all right. Yeah, Mystic Cat's psychic readings. So who has a question? Oh, please. Oh, yeah, I know everybody's quiet tonight. What's up? You're all quiet. I know you're all on the website looking at it, checking it out. It's all right. I don't mind. You can see you're an admin on here in the chat. Other places you can't see, but you're not 100%. No, that's okay. As long as you can see on the chat in YouTube that you are an administrator, that's all you need. That's all we need to know. And what else is happening? Somebody said something else. All's well, there will be an accident at midnight. There's going to be an accident at midnight? How do you know? You were there, I know. That's right, it's the future. I forgot. It didn't happen in the hallway, did it? Because if it happens in the hallway, then it wasn't an accident. Yes, there's definitely a lag in chat. Definitely a lag. But, let's see. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Good. Denise has a... What can I do to communicate better? People often misunderstand my intentions when I talk to them, especially family. Well, that's just easy. Family always doesn't get it. Family never gets it right. I can tell you. All right, so let's see what we got for you. What's a good way for you to communicate better? Give them cash before you ask them a question, and then they'll be much more open to it. That always works for me. When we were little, my sister used to charge me $0.25 so that I could, for her to scratch my back. I asked her, "Can you scratch my back?" She said, "Sure," for $0.25. The young entrepreneur. She was. Turned out to be a school teacher, though. So, all right, let's see what we got. How can you communicate better? You can not have this big wall up around you, that's for sure. You could definitely not have that wall around. That is a that's a big no-no. Even though he's happy, even though this guy's happy and stuff, and he's got all his cups, he's got all nine of his cups there. He's got a big wall behind him. So put down your wall a little bit. People will listen a little better. And if you just remember that things are always moving and always in motion, then, they'll get it. People will get it. They'll understand that, what you're saying is important. It's important to you, that's for sure. And it's important for them to think about and hold on to. You'll see that, also it's all part of this was, especially with family, this was kind of the way that they were brought up. So that's the way that they are. They were brought up that way. So now they're kind of acting the same way, The apple don't fall far from the tree trick, that old thing, that old chestnut. Mm-hmm. But they, you're learning. You are learning for sure, because you got to remember, pages are earth and wands are fire, and if you Makes, if you put earth on fire, it puts everything out. It kind of puts everything to rest. So everybody, you'll calm down. You'll learn how to communicate better with them, and they will learn how to better listen to you. And that's what I get for you there, Denise. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Tree wants a general reading for herself. That is good. That sounds really good. We will definitely do a general reading. Let's see what's going to happen in the next... Oh, we don't want to go real far because there's so much going on. We'll never get it right, right? Thank you. I appreciate that, Denise. The feedback means a ton to me. It really does. It's extremely important. You know, some days I get it right and some days I don't. But I try every day. Oh, tree, 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 what do we have for you? What do we have for you? Once again, you're still quarantined, that's for sure. Just like the rest of us. But you got some really great cards here. You may not be really... You may be, over the next couple of weeks, a little foolish with some of your money. Giving it to people who are going to kind of suck you dry, maybe. You know, they may not have the best intentions when you give money to them, but in the long run, you're going to end up extremely happy. You're going to be very happy. You've got the world, which is your completion. It's the attainment of everything you wanted. It's just what you always wanted. And you've also got the star, which is another great card, you know, which is hope. You've got hope, and that's a great omen. You know, you've got completion and happiness and hope. How much more could you ask for? Unfortunately, you're still quarantined. You know, we're all quarantined, so that's what... I wouldn't take this as bad. I would just take this as it is what it is, you know, kind of thing. That's just the way it goes. We're all quarantined, and you're in there. You know, you're with the... You're very... You know, you're very passionate. You're extremely passionate about the things that are going on with you and around you for the next, you know, coming up, I'd say maybe a week or so, maybe 2 weeks max. But of course, the quarantine we know is going to be going on for at least another month. So that's what I would say is going on for you. It's good. It's great. Some great stuff happening. Just watch if you're giving money or gifts, or if you're giving anything away, make sure it's not the people who are just using you for it, and you know, they're actually there for the right reasons, whatever it is. Good. You're going to take an online course. Great. You're going to be giving that money away. When you're giving that money away, make sure though that the online course is what you really want, number one, and number two, that it's a reputable place that you're giving the money to. All right. Love reading for April for you, Ohio. Can I call you Ohio, or do you prefer TTV? I'll call you whatever you want. You like my cloth? Okay, so my wife painted this for me. This was my homemade cloth, and it was hand painted by my wife. So you are always welcome for a reading there, Tree. I'm always glad. There you go. There's card number 1. I should just shuffle till they come flying out for me, because that happens all the time. This is a big deck, too. The cards are large and in charge. Yeah, please like and subscribe. I appreciate that. That's for sure. That's how probably most of you got here tonight. by subscribing. I had to move my camera today because Dr. Mystical and I were talking, and we actually see each other when we talk. So now I'm crooked. But, oh well. I've always been a little crooked. Wow, a love reading, and look at this. This is just wonderful. This is just wonderful. And again, I'm going to tell you that this end here is nothing to be worried about. The Nine of Swords has shown up in readings every single day now for at least the past 5 or 6 days. Yeah, this is Anna Kay. A lot of you know it. Yeah. Anna Kay. This is not the first printing. The first printing doesn't have the words across the bottom. I know the deck that Tarot Oracle uses, his Anna Kay deck does not have the words across the bottom. It has symbols at the top on the cards themselves. So, but yeah, this is Anna Kay. You wanted a love reading for the next month, is it? Is it your favorite? Oh, I'm glad I got to. You know what? I'm glad I used your favorite deck for your reading, because that even makes it better. Let me just make sure I've got the question correct. Okay, for the month of April. Love reading for the month of April. Love reading for the month of April, right? That's what I got. Why did I? Yeah. A love reading for April. Okay, good. So here we go. For the month of April, it looks great. Absolutely wonderful. It doesn't matter when it was for, right? It looks great. You got the lovers. You're starting right off with the lovers card. You started right off with it, which is awesome. You know, and then you've got the Nine of Cups, which is like, okay, everybody's coming together. Your family and his family, and or whoever the other person is that's coming into your life or who's with you now. Oh, everybody's getting together. And at that point, I would imagine they'll probably understand and appreciate what you're saying by then. You don't have to go fishing for information about this person, because they're very open. They're very open here about how they feel. They feel great. So you don't have to fish for that information. You're not trying to pull it out of them, They're going to tell you. They're going to tell you how they feel, and they're going to let you know right off the bat. And then you've got some balance and sensibility here. And as you walk up, you're walking kind of towards your future. If you look, the stairs go off to the right there, which is your future. So you're looking at a nice, you're looking at a good future. You're looking at something that may be long term, I think. And again, card at the end, yes. Are you losing sleep? Probably, but not because of love. Not because of love. I think it's all because of what's going on in the world. Again, I hate to keep saying it because it's so annoying. But I really do think that a lot of it's got to do with what's going on in the world. You're kind of got yourself all sheltered in, and you are, you don't want to see what's going on. You don't want to see it. You got your hand in your head in your hands, and you're kind of covering your eyes, and you don't want to see that you have to. Oh, I got to self quarantine. So this, I've got all these great things going to happen. Am I actually going to be able to go do them? I don't want to look at that. I don't want to look what's behind me. I don't want to look at all this great stuff, because I'm afraid that it won't happen, because I'm self quarantining, because I'm sitting here all by myself every single day. But that's what I get for you. I really think it's great. I mean, even look at all the yellow, look at all the sunshine and happiness there. That I see lots and lots of yellow sunshine kind of feeling to the whole thing. Really great month for you, it looks like, in the love department. Whether you're with somebody or not with someone yet, it's going to be good. It's going to be a nice month. So, who else had a reading? Who else had a reading? All right. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm always, like I say, I'm always glad to do readings for you guys, for anybody. I love doing this. I was telling Dr. Mystical today when we were talking that I was up till 2 o'clock in the morning working on that stupid website. I mean, that wonderful website. And, uh, and then I worked on it for hours and hours and hours again today. And he's like, just don't bother with it. Don't bother. Just leave it. Come back to it another day. And I don't know. I'm I was like too gung ho to get it done. I just really wanted to get it all done and have it out there before I got on tonight. So, but there's all kinds of stuff on there. There's spots for everything now. I don't know. I Maybe it's cheesy. God only knows. Maybe it's really cheesy. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. It does. The most important part is it has. Uh, it's got buttons at the top and bottom to click on to find Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and my email. If you guys ever need to email me, or if you have a comment that you didn't put on YouTube or wanted me to see, um, not so publicly, you know, definitely. Denise says, "Yay!" Denise says, "What field of work should you look for? You've been in sales your whole life. I hate sales. And would like to do something else. I don't blame you one bit. I was in sales for about a year, and that was the end of me. That did me in. And now I'm retired. So, did not take long for me to retire from sales. Right on out of that. Oh, don't look. So, I don't blame you. Get out. I did. I kept all those. There were a couple of jumpers, because my banana fingers are like getting the best of me lately. All right. It's not even that my fingers are. It's not like I got big fat fingers. My goodness, they're not like little Vienna sausages or anything. They're they're just. I have one hand that's very numb. One hand that's numb almost all the time, and it makes it tough to shuffle and hold when you can't feel them. But anyhow, who cares, right? We don't need that. Don't be Debbie Downer, night reader. So your sales career is kind of got you tied down. Your sales career, I think, really has you tied down. It's not an easy business. Obviously, as like I said before, it's definitely not an easy business, and you know it's rough, and it's got you tied down, and you're trying to formulate a plan in your head, um, on how you're going to get out of there. But you are going to get out of there because you've got the Eight of Wands, which is the movement card, which is absolute movement, and that's what's going to happen. You are definitely going to move out of that job and into something else, something completely different, and you're going to be real happy about it. You're going to be very good at it. You're going to have a lot of support. Look at all the people down here supporting. You're going to have a ton of support. You're going to do extremely well with it. Um, and then, and then, um, things aren't going to be terrible. I don't think they're going to be terrible. I think you're going to be fighting for a cause. I don't think you're fighting with people because of an issue with work. I don't think you're going to be. I don't think you're going to fight with people. Period. I think you're going to. I just think you're going to be riled up for something, a cause, not a fight, but be passionate. You'll be passionate about something that you're doing. Whatever it is that you end up doing, you're going to be really passionate about it, and you're going to work hard and fight to be the best. You're going to fight within yourself, basically, to fight to be the best. This is your subconscious, the moon card. So, if you're fighting, you're really fighting with your subconscious about how can you be better than anybody else? How can you be the best at whatever it is you're doing? Not that you're in a competition with anyone, because you're not. Um, but you just want to continuously be great at your job. You want to be great at your job, and who doesn't? Who doesn't want to do a great job? So that would be exactly what I would. That would be what I would say. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You like my beautiful moon? Thank you. That only happens in the hallway. What does the moon card mean to me? It's all about subconscious. Taking a path into your mind. Open your mind. But no, it's like it's taking a path into your mind, which is into your subconscious. So things that happen around it, or other cards in the spread, are maybe like this. Like, here's a battle. This is a battle card. Usually, it's somebody you're fighting with somebody, or you're having problems at work, or problems at home, or problems somewhere with somebody, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever. But when you have the moon card come up in the same reading, you're probably fighting with something in your own head. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. That's definitely what I got for you, Denise. Yeah, I hope things work out for you. I hope you get out of sales, because it's a wicked, wicked thing. It's just cutthroat, and it's you know competition. And if you don't, if you're not making sales goals, because there are always goals involved with sales, of course. Um, it's just ooh. It could mean fears, Trey. It could definitely mean fears. Yeah, you got to remember one thing about tarot is nobody reads the same card exactly the same way. And and even the same person doesn't read the same card the same way every single time, because it could mean something else based on what other cards are in the spread. Um, what other cards are around it, what other cards are looking towards it, back and forth, and what the whole spread is saying. So yeah, it could definitely the moon could definitely mean fears. It could definitely mean deceit. I've heard that before. I've seen that before, where somebody's been deceitful or lying or anything like that, and that's been the moon card as well. Hey, Kayla, welcome. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here. Um, so yeah, that's what I get from that tree. Uh, the moon could be a couple different things, but I really think especially in that case, it's a subconscious thing. It's an inside your mind thing, um, not an outside. Delusional, yeah, it could be delusional. Secrets, yeah. See, everybody's got everybody's got an idea. So yeah, who's got another question? Please ask away. You got questions, and I hope I have answers. It could mean that maybe, loony, Luna, lunar, maybe, but that's it. I mean, it really, for me, truthfully, that's a stretch. I've never ever really read anything at any time where the moon has anything to do with craziness. So, but that's just me. That's just me personally. You never know because again, you have to read. You got to read the whole spread and not just this card means this because that's what I read in a book. You know, I read the books that come with the cards and stuff like that, and they all have nice things, but that's not my opinion. That's their opinions. You know how that works. You know, that's the writer's opinion. The writer feels this is what they wanted to come up with out of their cards, but it doesn't always work out that way because things are different. Circumstances are different. Oh, why was Aaron so unhelpful to you? Yeah, Ohio, everybody in chat's a reader. Pretty much. Pretty much. All right, let's see. Why was Aaron so unhelpful? Aaron, your boss. Aaron, the boss. I was a boss once. I was the boss. I enjoyed being the boss until you had to fire people. But I had a great team when I was boss, when I ran things. And everybody worked together. Everybody worked together. Here's your Five of Wands again. There's your battle card, right? And your Eight of Wands. Huh. Yep. 3 out of the 5 of these cards we've had already. All right, so here's what we got. Why did your boss Erin? Why was she so unhelpful to you? Well, because she wants to move along. She wants to go. She wants to move. You got the Eight of Wands again. That's the movement card. So she wants to go somewhere. Whether she wants to move up or she wants to move out, one way or another, she wants to move. That's for sure. Unfortunately, it seems like it was probably at your expense. You know, she felt like she was being equal and honest and balanced with everything, but apparently she wasn't because, as you can see, you've got the High Priestess there, and you know, she's just she's just not active. There's no active action with the High Priestess. She's very inactive, very not taking any, not really taking any actions to do anything. She didn't really do anything for you. So she wasn't, she wanted to move up without having to do anything, not having to do the work for you, with you, or anything like that. She didn't want to work with you. She wanted to work against you more. And of course, that caused conflict. That caused all the conflict that you had while you were there with her. Was her inability to act and her really not doing much of anything. Um, but I think if you got out of all of this, then of course you're going to be extremely happy. You got the world. The world is it. That's it. That's your completion. That's your wholeness. That's everything. It's a celebration of life. That is the happiness of life, right there. So, I that's what I think. I think that's why the way she was because she wanted to move up without doing much of the work. Although she thought she was being fair, she wasn't, and that caused issues with both of you. But the sooner you get out of there, boom, the sooner you will be happy. That's Tarot in Wonderland, by the way. Tarot in Wonderland. I like that deck too. I only have 4 decks. I've got Rider Waite, and then I've got the Llewellyn version of Rider Waite, and I've got Anna Kay and Tarot in Wonderland. And then I have 2 Oracle decks. I have the Wisdom of the Oracle, and I have Tarot Oracle's Echoes of Nature, which is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that makes sense. You did. You left it then. Go ask Alice. That's it. I love that song. Hay House does sell decks. They have they do, are they the ones with the Lightseer? The Lightseer's deck? I only have really 2 decks that I would like to have, and maybe someday I'll get them. Maybe not. Um, I want the uh, Dark Mansion Tarot, and I want another one that I can't remember the name of every time. I want Dark Mansion, and I want another one. I can't remember it, but yeah, Lightseers is very nice. It's a nice deck. I can't think of the name of the other one I want, but it'll come to me eventually, or to somebody else, and they'll tell me. You have Dark Mansion. Yeah, see, that's cool. It's a cool one, isn't it? I like that one too. I really like that one. So you saw a starter tarot deck, the Rider Waite tarot deck, Sun and Moon, Oksana Moon. Yeah, I would like Dark Mansion, and I would like. I still can't think of the name of the other one. Darn. And it's popular. I know To uses it all the time, and I like it. It's got very modern pictures in it and stuff, but I don't remember. Yeah, pick up if you can get a Rider Waite deck real cheap. Pick it up. If you're really looking into learning tarot, that's the way to start. That is absolutely the way to start. Everybody, everybody starts with a nice Rider Waite deck at some point. I gotta think. Everybody who has ever read tarot has had a Rider Waite deck once, at least once, if not more than one. And like I said, this other one I have, the Llewellyn one I have, is just exactly Rider Waite, but updated pictures. You know, the pictures are a little more modern. They're not so cartoony. They're more picturey. You know, but the Three of Cups is the Three of Cups. It's the same Three of Cups that you get in Rider Waite. It's. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, now you can't even get it. There we go. It's the same idea. You know, people getting together, having a party, partying around the cups. So they're both nice. Wolf has Dark Mansion and you don't, Natasha? How's that happen? Did you pass it off in the hallway? Oh, that's it. This might hurt. That's the one. See? I remember his 69 Mustang and he remembers my this might hurt, that might hurt, or this might hurt tarot deck. That's funny. Oh, Natasha, should you be a UAW rep again? It's going to help you get a 69 Mustang? No, just saying. There you go. Look at that. 3 of Cups did come flying out, too. And so did the Four of Wands. Look at the party you're having. Yeah, you should definitely do this just from that. Just from what's come up already. All right, so apparently you were a UAW rep before, I'm guessing. Oh, you ordered Ohio. You ordered the Rider Weight 2.0. That's cool. That'd be really neat. We'll all want to see that when it comes in. You got almost all ones in this reading, all except one, which is the Three of Cups. So, yeah, you think it's going to be great. You think it's going to be a good time, and it's going to be a time to celebrate and a time to be together with people that you've known before and that you've worked with before and you've worked, in the union with. Um, however, however, wait, there's more. It seems like it's going to be a little bit of a burden, and you're going to kind of you're going to look away from it, and people are going to not be happy with you because of that. You're gonna do it, and then you're gonna feel it. You're really gonna feel it. Um, is this TTV's question? No. Yes. No. It is TTV's question. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. All right, Ohio. So anyhow, same story. I'm going to tell you the same story because it's the same thing. There's no way to fix the lag, and you know what? This is StreamYard. This has the shortest lag of all of them. That's for sure. So I'm going to tell you the same story. You did it. You've done this before. You worked um, at the Auto Workers Union. You've done it before, and you had a great time at it, and you think you'll have a great time at it again, and then it's going to weigh down on you. It's going to weigh on you. You're going to get that burden, and you're gonna kind of turn your back on it. You're going to kind of turn your back on the whole thing, like, oh my God, I don't know why I did this. Why did I do this? And that's going to really upset some other people. It is absolutely going to upset them. But you know, you got to remember you did it because you thought it was going to be great. It's not sales, but it's but you have to you got to look at what's going to happen 6 months down the road, or a year down the road, when obviously when everything else is going over with, and and the auto workers are all working again and actually making cars and not uh, breathing machines and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say you really want to think hard about the future of it before you jump in and do it, because you think it's going to be such a great time. So that's what I got. Thank you. Thanks. Same thing, same story. I mean, the cards are the same. Doesn't matter. I mean, didn't really make a whole lot of difference on who they were. 500 people on your shift you'd be responsible for. Oof. Oof. That's tough. That is really tough. So, so what else we got going? I don't even know what time it is. Oof. That's good. Not too late. So I'm here every single night, 6 o'clock, and enjoy myself doing that. And don't forget, find everything Night Reader Tarot at nightreadertarot.com. Please. I had to put something. I had to. I'm gonna have to tweak it a little more, where I can put like a comments box. I know I can. I saw it and I didn't do it, but I should put a comment box in there or something like that, and somebody can leave me crazy comments or something. I'm sure, but cards don't lie, no matter who they're for. We do. We always have lots of fun. Yes, and thank you very much, Kayla. I appreciate that. Everybody, please hit the little like. Give me the thumbs up. Make sure it's thumbs. Make sure it's only thumbs up. No other fingers up, please. You guys are great. I'll tell you, the support I've had. This is my third week, I think, doing this. Maybe not. Maybe it's only. I guess it is. I guess this is the beginning of my third week doing it, and the support I've had has been incredible, absolutely incredible. I did take 1 week off, due to my health and due to a death in my family, but other than that, I'm here every night 6 o'clock Eastern time, and I usually run until 7:15ish or so, because then I try to get off. I try to make sure I'm off before, obviously, Tarot Oracle comes on, because I don't want to step on his toes. That wouldn't be right. He says and does so many nice things for us all, and so I wouldn't want to step on his toes. And like I said, I've had a lot of help from Dr. Mystical, who does his Tarot Tuesdays. He also has his $5 Friday Club. He's got some other. He's coming up with some other plans also. So I'm sure they'll come out. But make sure you follow him, Dr. Mystical Tarot. He did a collaboration with Tarot Oracle not long ago, probably about a month ago now, and he and I are doing a collaboration next Tuesday, the 7th, at 9 o'clock. So I'll do my show at 6, and then he and I will be doing a collab at 9 o'clock that night. That's how I found out about you too, Kayla. Thank you, though. I appreciate you coming over, and yeah, hey, I don't, like I said, I don't compete. I picked a time to make sure that everybody who wants to come in can come in and not have to worry about, who else is on at the same time as me. So it works. And then there's also, don't forget, there's Mystic Cat's Psychic Readings. She's doing live shows twice a week, Wednesday evenings and Saturday evenings at 10 o'clock Eastern time. And her live shows are really, really interesting, because not only does she do tarot reading and oracle readings, but she also does runes, she does dice, she does charms, she does all kinds of stuff. She's working on she showed us the other night, a pendulum board that she was just finishing up, so probably Wednesday night she'll have that ready to roll. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see what she has to do with that. So she's really good, and she has been doing it for a long time. You'd never know it by looking at her, but she started when she was extremely young, so, which is true. I'm not just saying that. So, but she's been doing it for 25, since somewhere in the 80s or so. Not in her 80s. The 80s. You have a question? Oh, from the Midnight Crash? Paul Revere. Will she be okay? Oh, yeah, I am excited. I was excited for that pendulum board too. I was really hoping she was able to use it the other night, but she wasn't. It wasn't dry. Will the woman in the accident at midnight in Australia will she be okay? Will she be okay? I hope so. I certainly hope so. So yeah, I usually get off of here by 7:15. I make some food real fast, and then I sit down and I watch TO on YouTube as well. So it's always good. Well, all right. I don't know. I don't see where she was moving real fast, that's for sure. Maybe she wasn't moving at all. Maybe she just got hit. Maybe she was stopped. That's what it seems like. It seems like she was stopped when the accident happened, um, or going extremely slow. It also looks like she may have been, like, maybe on a cell phone or something like that. Um, she may have been distracted when this happened, so maybe she was going slower than she should have been, or like I said, or stopped at at the green light kind of thing. Light turned green and she wasn't paying attention. I think she was distracted by something, and I think that's what caused the accident. Unfortunately, um, she did get hurt. I think she did get hurt. Um, but I, I think she will. I think she'll get better. I think she'll. I mean, I think she'll survive. I think she'll survive whatever it was. But I think it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to take a lot of. Um, I think it's going to take a lot out of her money wise to get everything fixed that was wrong with her. So I don't know the woman. We don't. None of us know the woman. We'll probably never know if this is true or not. But that's the story, kind of the way I see it. I see that, like I said, either she wasn't moving or she was going really slow and she was distracted by things that she shouldn't have been distracted by, and things that she probably should not have been doing. Um, she got hurt, but she'll get better. She will get better, but it's going to cost her a lot. It's going to cost her a lot of time and money. So, she was. See, she was stopped or slow or whatever. The other car went all the way across the road. Phew. He swerved several times before he hit her. That's terrible. Don't don't forget, I heard the coronavirus came from China, so I bought paper plates. I love that. She was in a lot of shock, I can imagine. Well, people say that all the time. I can imagine. But maybe they can't, because I can't. I really can't imagine that. I got I was rear-ended at a stoplight. I was stopped. The light was actually red, and there was a girl who came up behind me on her telephone and just rear-ended right into me. So, I wasn't in shock. I was in pain, but I was not in shock. So I don't know what it's really like to be in shock. So I can't say I can imagine that. I can't imagine how she must have felt in being in shock, I guess. That's my old dad joke, by the way. So, all right. So who else has questions? Please, if you get a chance, somewhere between, like I said, between this show and TO's show or whatever else you got going on, please, if you get just a quick second to get in there and check out the new website, nightreadertarot.com. I would appreciate it, and and then you can let me know how it was. You can either let me know, through a comment when this video goes up, or you can wait till tomorrow night and come back in and tell me what you thought of it, what it needs, what it's It's an evolving type thing. So, um, yeah, paper plates. Um, it's an evolving thing. I did it to the best of my ability right now, but there's other things that I want to add to it, and there's other things I can add to it, so I will. Um, but I wanted to have something out there before tonight's thing. So yeah, so check it out when you get time. All right, Kayla says, love my good and plenty. You didn't think, you don't feel. At least that's what I gather because my dad was in shock. Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. When you guys were in an accident, you were one. Wow, you in your car seat went through the windshield. Holy moly. Mm, that's horrible. I hope you're okay from that. I hope there was no long-lasting effects. That's for sure. Because that is difficult. That is really difficult. People not paying attention is a big problem. It's, and I have to say, it's not just a now problem. I did, I had not car issues. I didn't. I've never. I've been in 3 accidents and none of them were my fault. Um, you have a scar on your forehead from it, but you're okay. Well, you know, if that's the worst thing that happened, especially after that, that's it could be a lot worse. When I was 10, when I was 10, we used to play a game. And my neighborhood had a bunch of kids that were all within 2 years older to 2 years younger than me. So in that like 4 to 5 year range. Oh, drunk driver. Yep, my father got hit by a drunk driver once with no insurance. He had no insurance. The guy. Hmm, that's wicked. Well, never mind my story then. That's sad. Anyhow, anybody else have questions? Because I am ready to do another reading. I'll throw out a few more Tarot Oracle Echoes of Nature cards. He was happy to see that I actually started using them. He told me I wasn't going to use them at all. I was going to leave them right in the box, and I didn't. I took them out. Well, I had taken them out and looked at them all, of course, but I just didn't want to use them. I didn't want to have to shuffle them up because of who knows. I don't know. I was afraid the ink would run off. You want my story? All right. So when I was growing up in my neighborhood, like I said, my neighborhood, we had kids that were all within a few years of each other, um, within like a 5 year span, a couple years younger, a couple years older, and then my age. We had a lot of kids too, probably 20 to 25. Don't forget, savor the moment, look further out, and take the shortcut. Oh God, oof. That's the thing. When something's extremely sharp, you don't even realize it happened. I stepped on a piece of glass, um, barefoot when I was fishing as a kid, and fished for 2 hours. Came all the way home and didn't realize till my mother says to me, "What's all in your shoe?" And it was full of blood, and I had no idea that it was there because it was so sharp that you don't realize it cut you. But your dad was in shock, so that would definitely do it. That would keep him from not knowing. Yes, I know they want to follow that path. So we used to play a game called bicycle ball tag. It's just what it sounds like. Everybody had bicycles at the time, of course, and one person had the ball, and you throw the ball at somebody, and whoever got hit was it. You know, they were it until they threw the ball and hit somebody else. So the kid who was it was chasing me like crazy on down the street, and kept looking back to see how close he was, so I'm not didn't get pegged with a ball. I didn't want to get hit. And I look back, and I'm watching him behind me, and all of a sudden, I slam my bicycle, and I was pedaling as fast as I could go. I slammed my bicycle into a parked car, and I went through their windshield and landed in their front seat. I was lucky that I didn't get hurt at all. I was not hurt, but my bicycle was broke. Boy, that yeah, I was really sad about that. My bike got broke, but yep. So again, not paying attention. People don't pay attention. Drunk driving's another thing, though. That's just that's just another completely different thing. There's no excuse for it. There's just no excuse. There's too many options. Too many, way too many other options for people to drive drunk. That's I don't want to get political, and I don't want to preach, but I'm not a drinker. I've never had a drink in my life. I don't care if people drink. It makes no difference to me. That's, everybody, that's your own thing. And if you do, you do. You don't, you don't. I don't care. But if you do, don't get in a car. Don't get behind the wheel. That's always been my thought. You know, whatever you want to do, you do. That's your life. That's not my life to tell you what to do. But it could be my life out there when you're drunk behind the wheel. So there's too many other options. You've got friends, you've got Uber, you got just a regular old taxi cab, stuff like that. So, but yes, I was okay. I was okay and stuff, but I was lucky I wasn't hurt worse. Yeah, people need to think of others. You know, kind of like what's going on now. Yeah, people are thinking of other people right now. But you know what? You know what the sad part I think is going to be is when this whole coronavirus thing is over. All this, oh, everybody loving each other and helping each other, and in New York City they're out there, clapping every single night for the doctors and nurses and stuff. People are going to get better, and there's not going to be all this need to go to hospitals and stuff like that. And people aren't going to stand out there and clap for those people anymore. I do it correctly. I do it very well. Yeah, it's nearly world peas. Ew, I don't like peas. So, all right, who else has questions? Does anybody else have a question? Wolf, I love that you come in here because Natasha's here and come in to support me too. I don't know if you were ever a tarot guy before this. I don't know if you sat around and watched other tarot channels that Tosh watches, but I'm really glad that you do. I do. I do too, Kayla. Absolutely. I wish that everybody would continue being nice to each other. Just be nice. You know what? How hard is it to be considerate? I was in the food store the other day. I got millions of stories, don't I? You're training him. There you go. Perfect. I told you. Yep. See? You'll end up in the hallway. Do it right. Um, and I was in the food store the other day, my wife and I, and we were checking out, and the woman in front of us, was probably in her 80s. Um, and we were in line at the register together, and she was putting all her stuff up there, and she got to the register, and the woman at the register says to her, um, she had 2 rolls of paper towels, not toilet paper even, paper towels. She had 2 rolls, and the woman at the register says to her, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're only allowed one paper product. That's it. You're allowed one paper product. I'm sorry, and so you can only have 1 roll of paper towels." So I said to the poor woman, I said to her, I said, "Listen," I said, do you really need those?" I said, "Is that something, I said, "Do you need them?" I said, "Because if so, I'll just put them on my order because I have no paper products at all." I said, "I'll put them on my order. Don't worry about it." And she didn't really need them, she said, so I didn't have to do that. But, I was willing to. But again, this isn't the first time I've ever done that either. So it's very, I've always tried to do that. I've always tried to be that way. Um, always tried to be that way with things. I had a guy at Christmas time one year who had to uh, didn't have enough money for something. I don't even remember what it was, but he had to tell the woman, "Oh, then take that off my order," and it was something that he wanted, that he needed. Um, and yeah, so after he left, I said, "Listen," I said, "take that and just put it on my order, and I'll pay for it. Just put it through my order." So she was ringing everything up. I took the item, whatever, and again, I don't remember what it was. I took the item and I ran out and I said, "Oh," I said, "Excuse me, sir." I said, "You forgot this in the store." And he started crying. So it was, you know, a very touching Christmas story. I enjoy doing that stuff. I do enjoy it. I know. I, yeah. I don't usually go around patting myself on the back like this, that's for sure. It's just stuff that's come up lately. But if everybody would just do the nice things that they're doing now, after all this coronavirus garbage is over, then you know what? The world would be a way better place. Yes, I know. Dark Mansions is deck. I wish I had it. Ugh, do I ever. Do a general for you both? For the two of you? Yeah. I don't even think I want to at this point because I know too much. I learned all about the hallway. If anybody wants to know about the hallway, you have to ask Wolf because that's a story I'm not telling. That is a story I don't tell. There you go. There's the moon again. There's the big moon. Don't think it and don't be saying it. I see you're learning. That's what I see. Jon Snow. I love that show. I do know something. I know. I know Wolf is learning. I know his training is going well. That's for sure. I see that he's moving forward at a good pace too. He's moving forward at a good pace with his training. But you know what? It's all in it's all in our heads. It's all in your head, Tosh, and it's all in my head probably too, because he is the king of swords. That's him, the king of swords. Serious, rational, intellectual. He's a smart guy, very stable. Um, he's the sword is an air sign. The king is a fire sign. Usually, it's has to do with the fire element. You can see the Leo there, kind of the Leo lion in there. Um, so you get a little bit of fire, and you put air and fire together, and of course you get a huge roaring flame, and that's him. He is your big roaring flame. So you think he's being trained, and he's just letting you think so. That's what I got for you guys. You like that? Do you like the elemental thing? The elemental avenue to it all? It's yeah. I was doing some studying. There you go. There you go. Isn't that the philosophy of so many? Um, yeah, I was doing some studying recently about what yeah, I knew, pentacles is earth and swords are air and wands are fire and cups are water, but I learned just over the last couple of days that the king, the queen, the knight, and the page are also different elements. So if put the two elements together that they are, you like this? Somebody else said Ohio, TTV Little Ohio said that she liked it too. Sorry, I keep shaking my table, which shakes the whole camera. Um, that is that was hand painted by my wife. She made it for me to have as my background for my um, live streams. So there's a little more to it. Oh, that's my mouse pad. Yes, you can see the rest of it there. You can see a little bit there. I have candles on the corners so that it holds straight and nice and tight. But yeah, so she hand painted it. Um, so thank you. I will pass it on to her that you like it. Um, she is she's hoping to be able to get more of the stuff that she had to that she needs to do this, so she can maybe sell these on Etsy or something like that, because a lot of people have liked them, and a lot of people have said, "Oh, I'd love to have one," and I'm thinking, okay, well, we're on a fixed income, so anything she can do to make some money for us would be awesome. But yeah, that was it. She hand painted it to be my background. So she hand painted another one for me also too. Here somewhere. I have it here somewhere. And I say that, and now maybe I don't have it here. Maybe I don't have it here. I thought it was right there. Darn, now I don't know where it went. Well, I thought it was right here next to me. But apparently, it isn't. But she did paint another one. Not the same. Definitely not exactly the same. And we moved stuff around in this room. And now I don't know where it ended up. So I'll find it. If I find it, I'll show it to you one night. But it's not. This was the nicer. This was the one I liked the best. Let's put it that way. I shouldn't say one's nicer than the other because they're both beautiful. But this was the one I liked the best. So, yep. So what else we got going? What time is it here? See, you'd buy it. Thank you, Kayla. I'll let her know. Yeah, she could sell them on my website. Even better. Then I could get her money. Woohoo! That would be great. What do we got? Almost 20 after 7? All right. If anybody has one more question, I'll do one more, but I think we're going to get out of here. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go over time. into Tio's time. I definitely don't think I don't think I want to do that. Hey Tosh, also, you see that? It's George. I don't know if you can. Is it clear enough? It's tough to see, right? Keeps getting a reflection off my camera because it's glossy. But yeah, that's George. If Mystic Cats gets to watch this back later, she'll know. She'll get to see that. That'll be great. Nope, you didn't miss anything. Nope, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna hit the road. I said if anybody had one last question, but I don't think I have time really even for another question. It's 20 after 7, and Teal is on in 10 minutes, and I would like to get some food before he comes on, so I can eat and watch and listen and type and do stuff. All right, so you guys all have a great night. I would love to have some homemade French fries. That would be delicious. It sounds really good. And I hope you all have a good night. If you get a chance, don't forget, run over there and just type in real fast. Nightreadertarot.com. Nightreadertarot.com. I'll have to do a song. All right. Everybody have a good night, and I'll probably see you in like 10 minutes. Yeah, thank you. And please like and subscribe. And remember always, as always, I put it right at the bottom because it's easier. All readings are always for entertainment purposes only. So, all right. See you guys later. Have a good night. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.